Hello again everybody, welcome back to episode 9 of Paddy Does a One Broke the Broken Sword Report. Next up on the list, it's the Four Kings. I'm very scared of this one, so it's time for a bit more pissing about. Yay! Everyone's favourite bit. So, first off, we need to go kill Petrus. There's no real reason for this other than he-ho. I parry him. He die. Feels good. We're going to go off the dark route because we need the Covenant of Artorias ring to even go to the Abyss to kill the Four Kings. So we've got a doggo to smack. The run's very easy. Just went straight through the Forest of Grinding, ignored the cat, cut right over to the big gold glowy door, went through the big glowy door, and it's time to fight a big lovely doggo. Did a quick damage test with my two broken swords, 53 damage on fire, 55 for lightning. Makes no difference. The hard part of this fight was getting close enough to actually hit Sif. I whiffed in this fight a lot. Great Grey Wolf whiff, more like. Am I right, fellas? Yeah, it was a hard one to nail down, but stayed close, kept slapping. Finally got into limpy mode. Gave Sif the old sit down. Give a bit of disrespect. Killed a big doggy. Got myself a ring. Solid. Brilliant. Off we go. First try. Next up, instead of going to the Four Kings, because I'm still very scared, decided to go finish up the optional content instead. First up, let's go to the painting. We decided to use Fire Sword in this one to stop the Toxic Bros from toxicking me, and it just kind of ran straight in. I didn't really fight much things, I just sort of charged. I completely forget the layout of this area as well, because I've been through it maybe twice ever. Got all the way around the back, managed to find the phalanx thing, ignored that guy, went straight down to the bone wheel tunnels of fuck. Next time I went down, for some reason, a crow decided to jump down in my hole. It was also there now, which was fun and not very easy to fight down here. The crows are really tough as well. Slapped him eventually, ran through, but I got bone wheeled again. This time I went in the easy path. I went right in, ran straight for the switch, avoided about a dozen bone wheels that ran past me, opened up the door and bailed out of there as quick as possible. Got trapped in a door on the way out and dead. Decided to kindle a bonfire before moving on forwards and headed on in straight for the boss. Oh no! I've been invaded by Dark Wraith Dan! Hi Dark Wraith Dan! Sorry I didn't fight you, I fell off a ledge. I'm sorry. So now it's time for a quick fight with Priscilla. Hello! It's very hard to show this fight because Priscilla was literally invisible for the entire fight. 9 minutes of an invisible giant woman. My damage was really low, so I couldn't do enough cumulative damage on her to break her out of invisibility. I can talk good. The trick was to look for the footsteps, find them, run over, slap once, and then move. If you slap twice, she hits you again, and because of her size, she does a lot of bleed damage, which will take, you know, it will build up over time if you let it. So basically, look for the footsteps, do a slap, run away, repeat until dead, poof, that's one more down on the first try again. Getting a lot of first tries this run, and did a big jump back home. Now it's Gwyndolin time. Oh yeah, we're doing all the side bosses. I decided to go huck a spare broken sword at the big lass, which annoyed the little lad, and it's spooky time. Woo, spooky time. The two rando knights in the hallway are actually a surprising challenge with a broken sword. I found them very hard to parry and deal with, and they're quite aggressive, and dead, and then decided to ignore them forever. I hit up the rafters instead, went to go see the Firekeeper, got parried, beat her ass anyway, and managed to reset my position at the bonfire down below, and it's time to fight Gwyndolin. The usual strats apply here. When he does his bow, you strafe a bit. When he does his big attack, you do a roll, and when he does lots of little darts, you just get to cover. It's really easy. Run in, slap, run in, slap, run in, slap. It's that easy. The low damage on this fight means that you do end up chasing him to the very end of the corridor, which makes the fight an absolute cakewalk. You just have to avoid him and hit him. Easy peasy, did an emote on him, slap-o. Gwyndolin down. And now, finally, the boss I've been dreading for this entire run. It's spooky time, it's time to go finally slap the Four Kings. Christ. So, New Londo itself, I decided just to dash through, avoided the ghost, didn't even use a transient curse item, I just went straight through. Panicking, basically, the whole time. I can't remember the layout of this place at all. I got atomic yeeted off of the ledge, which was nice. Second try, dashed straight for the ladder to Ingwood, had a little chat, took his key, thank you very much, back down the ladder and ran away. Didn't see the switch for the water for a bit. Again, it's been a really long time since I've done this, and I genuinely had no idea where the switch to where the water was. Found it eventually, cranked it, and ran like Billy Fucks to the Four Kings doorway. First attempt on the Four Kings went kind of okay. Lightning straight sword, lightning broken sword, good lord. Rocked up in full Havels, time for a big lad, and this was the plan. It was run in, hit as many times as possible, tank like a mad lad, circle to the left, focus on one at a time, and see how I do. I did get caught out about halfway through from off screen. I got blasted and then attacked from the side in quick succession, and that was it for me. Dead. Attempt number 2 went somehow worse. I couldn't get a rhythm going, and I got killed by a grab, which I've not seen before. That was fun. I'm dead. It was great. Attempt number 3, and now it's time for the real shit. This is the real strategy. So, I'm going to tell you all how to do this, which I've completely nicked off of Lenny. Love you, Lenny. So, big boy armor, full Havels. The only way to do it. You rotate to the left of the enemy, because most of the time a king will swing and will miss you if you are rotating around to the left. You swing as much as you can with your stamina bar. You empty your stamina bar as much as possible. If he's charging up for the big magic attack, go ham. Empty it, because you're going to get knocked down and your stamina will come back by the time you've stood up anyway. So it makes no sense not to try and slap and get as much out as possible. The trick is to focus on one as much as you can. Chug yourself an Estus when you reach 50 hit points, or half hit points, because any lower than that and you risk yourself getting two-shot. If it gets too hot in there, get yourself out and reposition yourself at the loneliest looking king, or the one that's the most damage. It is doable. When you start getting low on Estus, you can start mixing in Humanity to heal if you need it. I definitely needed it. And yeah, plug away until Vicotori. That was 8 minutes of absolute bloodbath. Jesus Christ, I took more hits in this one than I have in the entire run so far. I don't think with full Havels, without full Havels, I would not have been able to do this. This is brutal, and I do not know how you would do this without the full Havel setup. And that was going to do it for this episode, because my god, that was probably the worst thing of the run so far. It is brutal. Thank you all for watching. Paddy does a one broke, the Broken Sword report. Next up, all the base game bosses bar 1 are down, so you know what that means. We're off to the DLC! Bye!